Welcome to my car and train channel. Today I want to show you how I'm going to tune up my Homelite Super Easy chainsaw. I have a backyard train track which is in the woods, and as you can see, sometimes I get some very large branches that fall from the trees. Fortunately, this time it did not damage anything on the track. So let's see how I'm going to tune up this Homelite chainsaw. Every 2 or 3 years I have more or less the same problem, which is it doesn't hold anymore the idle. And I want to discover exactly why and how to fix it myself instead of having to give it to the repair shop where they tune it up each time, but they don't tell me what is the cause of the problem. In this video, I'm going to address all the topics that are necessary to set up properly to tune your chainsaw. We will speak about the points, we will speak about the condenser, we will speak about the filter of the gas tank, and of course the big piece, which is the carburetor. So first, let's address the points and the condenser. The first thing is that you need to remove this cover, so you are going to unbolt the 4 screws. Don't touch to those screws for the pull cord for the manual starter. I did that the first time and it's a lot of work which is completely unnecessary. The screws are unbolted and I removed the entire cover. Next is to remove those 2 small pieces which are part of the starter system, so that we can remove this main hub. To access the points and the condenser, you need to make a puller, as I've done here. It's fairly simple. The distance from here to here is 50 millimeters, and in the middle you have your push screw, and you tighten with a ratchet the middle screw and you get the flywheel out. I can tell you it might be fairly difficult to get it out. I had to use a lot of force. You then remove the 2 screws that are here. You remove that plastic cover, and now here you go. You can see the condenser on the right and the point here. The point, the value is written on the cover, and it's 0.015 of an inch, which is about 40/100 of a millimeter. Make sure that your points are clean, otherwise you need to buy new ones, and they are unavailable anymore, so you need to hunt for those. Here you have the part number that will be very helpful for your research. And of course you need also new condenser, not available as well. I have bought some of the last one that were available. I have 2 or 3 that I am keeping preciously to maintain my chainsaw. So I have measured the gap here at the point. I have cleaned them, so for this time I'm going to try to reuse the existing point and the existing condenser. What I saw is that there was some wear, very likely some wear here on that portion of the point, and it was not closing, it was not opening enough. So I have readjusted that. I'm going to put a little bit of grease here and then close again and see if the chainsaw is starting well this time. Here is the point of grease, very little. Here we go. That will be enough. The cover is tightened. I'm going to put back the cloth washer. Here we go. And then the flywheel with its index. You see the index is here. There we go. The split washer and the nut. And now you hope that what you have done is right, because it was so difficult to extract the flywheel that you don't want to go back too often. Here we go. To reassemble the hub, I use some Loctite, the blue Loctite for bolts, and you tighten it very well with the wrench. Same here for the screw. You put the blue Loctite and you bolt that, and you need to bolt them tight so that they don't become loose when the hub is spinning. Here we go. So the nut and the pivots are all tight and blocked with the blue Loctite. You grease well the pivots with bearing grease here and here. Before putting back the cover, you inspect that the fuel line is all clean and not any cut or holes. Otherwise that will pump some air, which is going to destroy the fine tune-up that you have done with the carburetor. So now it's ready to put back the cover. Now you bolt the cover. That's very easy. In order to replace the filter, I recommend that you use this kind of tool. And you are going to grab the fuel line and pull it. It's a little bit tricky, outside of the fuel tank. You see, I have it. You pull and then you replace the filter. Here we go, it's completely back at the bottom. Okay, so when it's outside, and I have already done it actually, so you replace the filter at the end of the fuel line. And then you push it down. Here we go. Back in the tank, completely at the bottom. You need to remove completely the carburetor to change all the gaskets. How to remove the carburetor? It's 3 easy steps. The first one is to remove the cotter pin, which is here, for the choke. Then you need to untighten the 2 screws. Here we go. The first and the second. I found that 8mm wrench seems to be the best one. And last, you wiggle the carburetor so that you untie it from the main command, the accelerator command. And here we go. And now it's ready to be serviced and to change the upper and the lower gaskets, as well as the front one. I bought the carburetor kit so that I can replace all the diaphragms and gaskets. You untighten the 4 screws of the lower cover. You unscrew the 2 screws. Here we go, and now you are going to blow all the little holes with air. Remove the upper cover after unscrewing it. And the gasket. And same thing, you blow with air all the passage. And you clean very well the inside of the cone of the carburetor, still with air. You clean well the rubber gaskets so that there is no grid left, and you replace the old gasket with the new one from the kit. It should be idiot-proof to put it back together because there is only one way to do it. I still recommend that you do photos beforehand so that you understand exactly how it was before. You reassemble the upper cover with the 2 gaskets, the thin one and the more thick rubber one. You start to replace the lower gaskets. You put back the lower cover with its gasket. The lower cover is reassembled. And you put back the lower cover. About an hour to dismantle it, clean it, change the gaskets and put it back together. Now you put back the carburetor on the engine. Put back the cotter pin for the choke. Now we are going to reinstall the air filter cover here. Now that the chainsaw is completely put together, it's time to try it. The first trial went better than before, but still I had issue with the idle. So what I did is that I opened completely the set screw on the idle side, so it's written low, and then I ran the chainsaw for a while. Actually what it did is with the draft of gas, it cleaned completely that passage. Much better actually than what I did before by blowing air with the set screw of the carburetor, which was almost closed. And then I put it back in the normal position, which is about one open turn from completely closed. Now let's see what is the result.